Story is a guiding fundamental principle of the human experience. You use stories to make decisions. You use stories to remember your past experiences. You use stories to attach meaning to the changes and events that are occurring around you. But it's part of my work that I do at the New Quo with inclusion and leadership development, where I help people tap into the psychological power of story to build inclusive cultures and companies and creative. We have these heirlooms of narratives that have passed from parent to child, from teacher to student, from religious practitioner to parishioner, around race, class, gender, sexuality, leadership, and power. They feel like these crusty heirlooms. They don't fit and we don't like them, but they become the fabric of our clothing and the oxygen that we breathe. And they've created a rift between who we are right now and who we want to be. But we have this opportunity to choose differently. And as storytellers and creators, I am asking you to see yourself in the leadership seat. Because you will power as a storyteller, as a maker, you have the power to shift minds, to shift hearts, to shift behavior. And if we choose transformational leadership, we can ultimately critique the status quo, figure out what isn't working, and create a new narrative that's engaging and beneficial to everybody. Organizations are so good at leveraging external narrative, but they're not conscious of the internal narratives that are driving their beliefs around leadership, power, and creativity. And there are certain dominant narratives and values that create limiting behaviors and inequality that we're seeing right now. Now, your narrative intelligence can be improved over time like emotional intelligence. And there are two key factors that are part of your narrative intelligence. The first is understanding and examining the narratives that you hold, that you've picked up from your conditioning, your upbringing, your education, the political system you're in, the media that you consume, that shape your internal practices, your beliefs and behaviors, that shape the creatives that you're making and the narratives that you create yourself internally. The second factor is your ability to leverage narrative to change other people's thinking and their behavior. I want you to say yes to letting go of limiting narratives about race, gender, class, power that do not work. I want you to say yes as a storyteller to not perpetuating the status quo. I want you to say yes to the idea that you are a transformational leader that has absolute immense power to get people to see a new norm and a new dawn. Because if we are able to build a narrative that can be mutually beneficial, that can shift hearts and can change minds, who knows what can be possible? Thank you.